Frostie root beer. What's one of your favorite? I think my favorite overall is A&W root beer. Frostie root beer, vanilla. Let's read the back of her. She's got 40 grams of total carbs, sugars. Made in Michigan. Bottled by the Town Club Beverage Company. Town Club Beverage Corporation, Detroit, Michigan. Steel City, Detroit, used to be. Before everything shut down, like all them Ford plants and all that. Anyway, this is about Frostie root beer. Carbonated water, pure cane sugar, caramel color, sodium benzoate, preservative to keep it from going bad, citric acid, natural and artificial flavors. Root beer is mostly flavored by sugar and vanilla. All right, let's look right here. It says the Frostie root beer is an American brand of root beer that was originally produced in 1939 by the Frostie Beverage Company, Catonsville, Maryland, owned by George Rackensperger. In 1971, Frostie Enterprises, as the parent company was known, purchased a competing root beer brand and drive-in chain, Stewart's Restaurants, sold in 1979. And of course, you know about Stewart's root beer. But anyway, another expansion happened in 1974 when Frostie Enterprises purchased the Dogs and Suds root beer drive-in and brand. At the end of 1979, the Frostie brand was sold to the Monarch Beverage Company of Atlanta, Georgia. And then the Monarch Beverage Company of Atlanta, Georgia favored Dad's root beer. That's what they promoted the most, was Dad's root beer. And so Frostie kind of didn't sell that good. So they ended up selling too. In 2000, it was sold to the leading edge brands of Temple, Texas. And then in 2009, Leading Edge Brands sold it to the Interstate Distributors Incorporated of Detroit, Michigan. As of 2014, it is now distributed by XL Bottling Company of Breeze, Illinois. But XL is the one that actually distributes it. And now that's the one that's where it's made, in Detroit, Michigan. Let me spit it out right. And XL Bottling Company in Breeze, Illinois is the one that distributes it. In other words, puts it in the trucks, brings it to the stores and all that good stuff. So Frostie root beer, let's take a sip. I kind of favor that A&W root beer. Let's taste of it. I haven't had a Frostie root beer in a while. Now, remember it said the company, Monarch Beverage Company, Atlanta, they favored promoting Dad's root beer. Dad's root beer to me is a little bit too sweet. Now, my favorite overall is A&W. Let's take a sip. My food rating scale goes from 0 to 10. The higher the number, the better the food product or the beverage. Can you smell what your boy the Big O is getting ready to drink from your neck of the woods? Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, baby. That's the real question. Oh man, it's got a great flavor. I ain't had one of these in a while. Pure cane sugar. Dang, this is really good. It's got a medium flavor, not too strong. I can taste that vanilla. It's got a little suds in it. See that right there? Little suds. Suds in the bucket. I give it an 8 out of 10. This thing is pretty, I think I like this just as much as A&W root beer. Move over, A&W. Got a new sheriff in town, Frostie. So it was first produced in 1939, as we just saw. In 1939, it was also when John Steinbeck wrote The Grapes of Wrath, classic story that was made into a movie starring Peter Fonda. And the Great Depression was basically from like 1929 to 1937. So 2 years after basically the Great Depression stopped. And also in 1939 is when September 1st, 1939, is when Hitler invaded Poland. Know a lot about history. Frostie, I give it 8 out of 10. No, I'm not a hen. I try not to commit sin. It's got great flavor. You can taste that vanilla. The vanilla flavoring is pretty strong, like it should be in a good root beer, a good quality cold root beer. And the root beer has to be ice cold. I guess you can tell by looking at the bottle, it's ice cold. It gets 8 out of 10. What more could you want out of life? Frostie root beer gets 8. Have you ever tried Frosty root beer? Give it a try. Tell them your boy the Big O sent you to pick it up. Anyway, hope everybody's had a wonderful day. I don't like it quite as much as A&W, but it sure is pretty close. A&W has a little bit better flavor, but this is really good. 8 out of 10. A&W gets a 10. We'll do a review again on A&W root beer because I do have some. As you know, I've done a review on A&W root beer before. So thanks for watching my review of Frosty root beer. What's your favorite root beer? Mine is A&W. Like I said before, what's this, the third time I told you? Be happy, positive, focus. Always stay away from negative people. Try to do the right thing. We only live once in life. Make this moment count. We can't get these 24 hours back. First time watching, please subscribe. Leave the comments down below. What's your favorite root beer? Frosty, your second, maybe to A&W. I gotta go.